If you sat in a kayak seat for any length of time, you know that you need to add some lumbar support. Let me show you a neat do-it-yourself hack. Stay tuned. A common failing among all kayak seats is most of them do not have enough lumbar support. In the past, I've done a couple videos, and I'll link them up at the end of this video, where I showed you how to make some lumbar support out of a stadium pad, as well as get a wonder roll that inflates and things like that. Well, one of my viewers named Rocky wrote and said, hey, I've got an easier suggestion for you. Just get a fanny pack and stuff it with foam. Well, there's two problems with that, as simple as that idea sounds. First, who has a fanny pack unless you're over 60 years old like I am? So go get a fanny pack from your parents or your grandparents. I'm sure they've got one stuck up in a closet someplace. Then the second challenge is, what kind of foam? You have to use closed cell foam, or that foam is just going to suck up a lot of water. Also, just regular foam isn't probably going to be firm enough to give you the support. You know, you could stuff it full of sponges or something like that, but again, that's going to suck up some water. So here's a couple options. I'm over 60, so yep, we've got fanny packs. So you take your fanny pack and you have two options to fill it with that you probably have hanging around the house. It's this bubble wrap that you use for shipping. You can get the large bubbles or you can get the little small bubbles. And what you're going to do is you're going to fill your fanny pack with it, and then you're going to strap it into your seat, run the strap in back of the seat, and that is going to give you the necessary support. And what you ought to do is try both. Yeah, I've got two fanny packs. You need to try both types of bubble wrap to see which one gives you the most support. I'm kind of a fan of the bigger bubbles because they don't break as easily as the small bubbles, and you got to really stuff a lot of this stuff into your fanny pack to get that support. But look at how this gently fits into the crack. You can see as I've stuffed this into the crack, it's going to make a nice smooth platform that's going to fill in this acute angle right here and give you some really good back support. This is with the small foam, this is with the larger foam, and I think that's going to do a better job because it just feels like it gives me more support. Well, what about a pool noodle, you say? Well, I don't think pool noodles are the right thing to put in a fanny pack because they're just not soft. You need to do some engineering, and you need to use a specific type of pool noodle to give yourself lumbar support. And in a future video, I'll talk about that. But I don't recommend a pool noodle just as a round noodle to go here. It's just not going to give you the sink that you need to get your back all snugged into this seat. So there we go. Finally, a good use for a fanny pack, because could you even buy these anymore? I don't know. What do you guys think? Think this is a good solution? Throw it down below. Thanks.